Jai Hind friends, my name is Rushikesh and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Aaj Ka Bharat. Pakistan's defense minister says something unbelievable and something funny, that Pakistan is fully prepared for a two-front war against India on the one side and the Taliban-led Afghanistan on the other side. The suicide blast in Islamabad where 12 people dead, 36 injured, and suddenly Pakistan's leadership is pointing fingers everywhere to India, Kabul, and foreign conspiracies. But here is the real question: is Pakistan really ready for two-front war, or is this just a political bluster to hide panic at home? Let's break down everything. But before we start, a small request here. This channel is for those who stand with Bharat, who stand with Bharatiya culture and Bharatiya Sanskriti. If someone can't respect our great Bharatiya civilization, please don't subscribe to the channel. I don't need your support. So back to the news. In today's video, we will deep dive into what Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif said, why this statement has raised eyebrows globally, how a suicide blast in Islamabad triggered this aggressive rhetoric, and how India responded to these wild accusations. This is a developing story filled with tension, politics, and insecurity. So let's unpack it step by step. Here is a story covered by the India Today. Ready for two-front war with India, Afghanistan, Pak minister's latest bluster. At a public event, Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif made a bold claim. We are ready to war on two fronts. We are prepared to face both the eastern border, where is India, and the western border, Afghanistan. He even added, Allah helped us in round 1, He will help us in round 2. This statement comes at the time when Pakistan is already dealing with economic collapse, fuel shortages, political instability, and rising terrorism. So why make such a loud, aggressive claim? Let's see the trigger. As you know, there was a suicide blast in Islamabad. Here is a story covered by the Times of India. Islamabad suicide blast, 12 killed after explosion outside Pakistan's court, TTP claims responsibility. Just a day earlier, Islamabad saw a devastating suicide blast where 12 people killed, 36 injured, and that attack was claimed by the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP). Pakistan immediately began looking outward to blame. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif accused the groups active with the Indian support of involvement. But Khawaja Asif added a new angle. He said the blast is a message from Kabul. The Afghan Taliban could stop terrorism in Pakistan, but they choose to send this attack all the way to Islamabad. This is a huge accusation. It means Pakistan believes Afghanistan's Taliban, whom they once supported, is now turning against them. So where does India enter to this picture? Let's see. Even before this blast, Khawaja Asif had already targeted India. Regarding the Delhi car blast near Red Fort, where 13 people died and early forensic reports indicate military-grade explosives, and Asif tried to downplay it. Here is one story covered by the Wall Street Journal. Pakistan points finger at India over suicide blast. Accusation comes as India's Prime Minister vows to find perpetrators of separate deadly explosion on the Monday. Khawaja Asif said it was just a gas cylinder explosion and accused India of trying to politicize the issue. Let's see what his words are. Until yesterday it was a gas cylinder blast. Now they want to call it a foreign conspiracy. India might blame Pakistan next. And after that, Indian officials sharply dismissed this and saying it is a desperate attempt to deflect attention. Pakistan's statement reflects Islamabad's nervousness. And this fits the larger pattern. Whenever Pakistan faces internal crisis, it turns to blaming India. So what is the real message behind the Asif bluster? While Asif talks about the full preparedness for a two-front war, reality on the grounds is very different. If we see Pakistan's economy, it is a free fall. Foreign reserves are critically low. Military resources are stretched out and diplomatic relations with Kabul are broken day by day, and terrorism incidents inside Pakistan are rising. So, why the tough talk? Because the Islamabad blast exposed something uncomfortable. Pakistan is struggling to control terrorism on its own soil and it needs a distraction. So, what India thinks about it? Indian security sources told that Pakistan's tone shows nervousness. The blast in Delhi clearly involved military grade explosives, not a gas cylinder. Pakistan is attempting to divert attention away from its own failures, which means India seems these statements are more noise than substance and funny. Friends, conclusively, I will say Pakistan's defense minister may claim he is ready for two-front war, but the situation on ground tells a different story. Terrorism rising in Pakistan, Kabul's Taliban losing its patience, and TTP growing stronger and stronger. Economic collapses are worsening, and political instability at its peak. This aggressive rhetoric seems less like confidence and more like desperation. As the story develops, the big question remains: is Pakistan really preparing for a war? Or is this a loud distraction from a silent crisis inside the country? Friends, if you found this video useful, hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if there are any suggestions. Thank you for the watching. Take care. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.